So we're back again, what to do with the texture paste. And I did ask some of you to find an old painting that wasn't working for you, that you could cover with texture paste. If you don't have an old painting, find a page out of a magazine, but look for one that's got lots of dark colour on it and no white. So something like this page here, it's got some lovely pinks in it, but there's lots of white, because your texture paste is going to be white, so there's no contrast. So go through your magazine and find a sheet that's got plenty of colour on it, or use an old canvas. And basically, here's the texture paste again, and Greg, who's videoing, reckons it smells nice, which it does. Every time we take the lid off, it smells like a little baby, because it's got Johnson's baby powder. So with this texture paste, you can either, by the way, if you find it's too sloppy and not firm enough, you just add a little bit more talcum powder. So you can take a stencil, any stencil. I'm going to place a stencil over the top of my old painting and rub the texture paste over the stencil. And just scrape off the excess, then it lasts longer, and just pop it back in your pot. I haven't covered the whole stencil, but just some of it, and then lift it up. And that will dry like little blobs of cement. Again, pop that into your water, because it will dry quite quickly. And around these edges here, I'm just going to spread on some texture paste with this palette knife. And whatever lines are there, that's the texture that you'll create on your artwork. Other things that you can use with the texture paste are little bits of lace. So let's just pop this bit here. Scrape it over the lace and then lift it up. See that little bit of effect there. I'm going to pop that straight into the water. What else have we got? A little bit of netting here from fruit and veg bag. Again, just scrape it over. We've done this before in classes with texture paste, but just a reminder for those who've forgotten. This is shifting around a bit, but it's a bit stretchy, but it'll leave quite an interesting pattern. What else have I got here? Another bit of fabric. So I'm not actually creating a picture here, but just a background with lots of textures and patterns in it. And we can make it into something else later. Sometimes when you've done that, you can then press it down again and you might just get a bit of a print from that. What else have we got? I'll show you that in a second. You can use rubber stamps. So just put your paste down first, and then you can press your rubber stamp into the texture paste. This is a little bird cage. Press it on, and then also you can use that to print again just before you wash it. It will leave a little marking there. That must go straight into water or you'll ruin your stamp, so just let it soak in some water. So I know this is looking a little bit of a mess, but I'm just showing you all the different effects you can get with your paste. You can use lids from any lids and just press it into the texture paste. I don't know if that'll work. It's not very straight on the end, so I don't think I'll use it. Or your satay stick, just to create marks with your satay stick if you like. So that'll just give you a bit of an idea to get started. So that's an old painting that we've covered up. There's one more. With the flat of your knife or a spatula, just pushing it down and sucking it up, you can get some really nice textures in there. See that there? So we'll just put that aside to dry. It probably will take about 20-30 minutes to dry. And I'll stop there and I'll show you on the magazine piece another pattern that you can create. Okay.